the aftertaste of this whiskey is how a good rum should taste.
Welcome to Booze Reviews #1. It's our first one off the board. I'm Chris.
I'm Adrian.
We're going to be reviewing one of our favourites.
Yes.
Basically, the drink that inspired us to do this whole thing in the first place.
Indeed.
Yeah. Fantastic little whiskey called Aberlour.
Yep. This is cask 55. And it is really batch 55, I tell a lie. And that's the bad boy there. Those of you who have hankered after a really good whiskey, keep your eye out for this one.
There's no age statement on it. It could be really quite new, but it really does taste as smooth as some of the really aged ones. It's a real surprise. It's got a lovely bottle, great little case. Comes in a well we've had a bit.
Yeah.
We've been reviewing this one quite a bit.
Yes.
And yes, I know the flavour changes over time, especially as the oxygen gets to it, but it's still it's good drinking.
It is a fine whiskey.
Matured exclusively in cherry butts. Aberlour is bottled at cask strength, so it's really quite strong. It's 60.9% this batch, and without the modern chill filtering methods that some people do understand that they can affect the flavouring, and there are no added colouring either.
According to the makers, the colour is a deep, rich amber, which I think we can all agree.
It is.
It certainly is. The nose has aromas of mixed spice, praline, and spiced orange, which they're all
Smells
sort of
good.
harmonising with rich, deep notes of Oloroso sherry.
So if you're a sherry fan, this is definitely the one for you.
Yes. And regarding the finish, the palate even, it has orange, black cherries, dried fruit and ginger, spiked with dark, bitter chocolate, and enriched with sherry and oak. Full-bodied and creamy. And finally the finish, which I was just sprinting to before, is robust and intense with bittersweet notes of exotic spices, dark chocolate and oak. So it's really a major player.
Yeah, it really is. It's got a lot going for it for supposedly such a young whiskey. It's definitely got many of the qualities that you're expecting something far older, far more mature. It beats many of the, in my opinion, many of the much richer, older, strong whiskies. But maybe that's generally because of the strength of it. As I said, it's 60.9%.
Yes,
It's
that's quite intense, but it's got a lovely colour to it. You see it around the glass. It leaves a nice set of trails there.
It's got some good legs on it. It's lovely. It's a beautiful colour.
Yeah, wonderful.
Down to just the nose first. We give it a bit of a nosy. I can smell lots of orange and caramel flavours
there. Yes, caramel. It's almost
you can
like
smell
a
the
fudge there. It's
really, really.
And then the orange it's more of a highlight, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it had, because of the strength of it. It has got a bit of a sharpness to it if you really get your nose in, but
Yes.
it is definitely a sweet smeller. It's not one of those where it's like,
Yes.
whiskey.
Doesn't-
I can't stand it.
Not industrial.
No, not at all.
No.
Like I said, very, very. You wouldn't believe that it was so young.
Yes. How young is it?
Who knows?
Who knows? Yes.
It doesn't say. There is no age statement whatsoever. It could be a bit of a blend between a number of years. It could be
Okay.
to get things right, but it's done in a batch. It's a limited edition. No, the first batch I had was I think it was batch 53. It was the first batch that I sampled, and this is now batch 55. I've missed out on 54 altogether.
Has batch 56 arrived yet?
As far as I'm aware, no. I don't know if anyone's got 56 yet. It might be out, but or you can find out. I first came across this little number on Amazon, strange enough.
Yes. So if you're looking for it,
you can find it in other retailers, I'm sure. But this is where I obtained mine, and Adrian obtained his.
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Yeah, fantastic gift, I tell you.
Yeah.
Here's the bit you were waiting for, a bit of the tasty.
Yeah, let's see how it flows.
Yeah. It's a very strong spirit. It's a lot stronger than you would if you're not used to drinking neat.
Yes, it
is definitely stronger than you would normally. But if you're used to drinking neat, then it's a tad stronger than that. But
the initial spike is quite potent, and then when it calms down, as in after that initial sort of spirit kick, calms down, it becomes a very subtle taste and releases all.
What strikes me is it's almost the caramel. It's you mentioned fudge before, but it's very sugary, very almost buttery. It's very smooth. It's a very slick flavour.
Yes, very much so.
And it's got a very nice, long tasting aftertaste. It's there. It lingers.
Yes.
I can still taste it now. It's just
exactly, the arc is very long. It's not the
it envelops the entire tongue. It's all encompassing, and it's a very sweet. Let's go again.
It's certainly one to savour.
And get a little bit of pepper, black pepper.
And not peaty at all.
Burnt orange. No, it's not peaty at all.
No.
It's more on the sherry side. You can definitely taste the sherry.
Yes.
Sherry.
That influence behind it.
Yeah. I'm not a great lover of the peaty whiskies.
I mean, I find those a bit medicinal, but
I have grown to appreciate them, but I definitely prefer the kind of sherry oak style. But
yes, it feels. I guess the sherry oak style is more. It's richer. It feels fuller.
I find personally, again, I think more welcoming. And people talk about going through different levels.
Yes.
And as a single malt, I would say this is. I wouldn't say it's entry level, not at all. But it's. We started with this one because it's a personal favourite of ours, and it has a number of very good characteristics that make it stand out from the pack. It's also got this particular thing that I've discovered. If you take a bit onto your tongue, and there's no soft way of putting this, if you add saliva to it, so if you let your saliva glands add some more fluid to it,
and of course they'll want to do that because
there's so much flavour there
so
already.
Much going on here. So.
There is. I can only describe it now by when I do it, and there is an explosion.
Yes, and that really is most apt. Once you introduce the water to this, the flavours again punch out like a firework.
I want to clarify, it's not just if you add water to it in the glass, it's if you actually add your own saliva to it in your mouth. You have the initial flavour, you've still got the liquid in there, and you've got enough in your mouth to kind of coat your entire mouth, and then you add a bit of saliva, and then there is such a dramatic change in the way to better. It's not just suddenly, oh my god, it's gone left field and it's just horrible. And
it's an enhancement. This is for sure. Yes.
It's magnificent. It's like it's a, yeah. So here goes to that now. So
Yes.
it's such a warm richness. Yeah, it almost intensifies some of the other flavors, the underlying flavors. So you get some more of the orange and more of
that spices are coming through.
That
oaky undertone comes through as well. And
there's so much more. It's just you've got almost like two layers of flavour that are there. You've got the initial one that's there. You'll drink it along. You're quite happy, and if you never taste the other flavour, that's fine. It's really good whiskey. But if you can, and apparently not everyone can appreciate the extra burst.
Exactly, but if you do appreciate it and capture it, and wow,
you will understand when you only actually taste that extra level, that's just like opening the door to another world. It's like, wow, what is behind there? Wow, I thought it was alright before.
It's flavours, perhaps.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's an alright little whiskey, and that's how I thought initially. It was like, it's alright, it's a good little whiskey. Yeah, I've tried some others, good. And then I've just mashing around my mouth.
Wow, what's going on?
Ooh,
so we've got the beginning, we've talked about the middle, that flourish that it has, which is the finish. What's the as it trails away, what's that remaining?
Well, the key overtone is that kind of caramel.
Yes. And that's kind of the taste that I've still got now as the lingering, stretching out into the distance.
Yeah, it's got that. It's not syrupy. It's not to the point of being. It's sickly sweet. It's a very nice. I would describe it that it's like light brown sugar rather than dark brown. When you've got some heavy flavors, it's a very light demerara. Even lighter than that, it's a very light. It's
a muscovado.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not light muscovado, not the dark one. It's very.
And this is really.
It's very, very sweet. And I realised I was putting my hands in front of my face, so I apologise for that.
It's the essence of a really lovely, warm, syrupy, sweet, but without the
sweetness.
Yes, the sickness. Yes, it is. Yes, all of that flavour and aroma which mixes with that.
I can happily,
very satisfying.
Happily just sip this. If I was on a night out, I wouldn't drink this. This is not your typical at the bar, bartender.
No,
I'll have some of that.
No.
This is not.
Even if you manage to find such a beast, a whiskey bar, which is for sampling, savouring, and relaxing, perhaps.
Yeah, if you're seriously after dinner drinks, maybe.
A
few people, quiet chat. This is a level of whiskey where it's like you've got to be able to savour it.
Exactly. So you don't want to be. I've got to rush off to the next.
Let's neck it. Let's stick some ginger ale, lemonade in there. I wouldn't even dream of it. The fact that it's actually quite nice with a drop of water. We're going to add some water in a moment.
Yeah.
It's actually quite nice with a drop of water as well. And I'm not one of these guys who say, "Oh no, you only have to put a little bit, a teaspoon of water."
Yep.
Dilute to taste.
Exactly.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Dilute to taste.
Exactly.
If it's too strong, it is a very strong one. It has said 60.9.
Yeah.
It might not be far too strong for you.
It might be far too strong for me.
So dilute to taste. Enjoy.
Yes. If you want one ice cube in there, knock yourself out.
Yeah. Well, it's improved. Well, what we've done, because we've topped it off, it's kept in the aromas So you're getting a much softer aroma now.
Yes, it's not trying to burn your nose so much. It's
much softer.
And you can pick out a few more of the details now.
Yeah, very much when you add a bit more.
The sherry is definitely coming through now.
It's ridiculous, but I could quite happily sniff this all day. This is great. And I don't recommend that you do, but
no, huffing whiskey, not the way forward. Drinking whiskey. Yeah.
It is so lovely. It is very, very.
Yes, definitely the way forward. So, what's it taste like?
Yeah, the tasting.
Yes.
More polite. Still has a great deal of strength.
Yeah, still got legs.
Yeah, you're doing the thing. And it's still pouring over.
Not as big an explosion, I must say.
That's pronounced.
No,
because it's been watered down. Yeah.
But it calms down in the mouth much faster, and the flavour is more subtle, and yet it doesn't disappear in a hurry. It's the taste still lingers, and you can still feel it sort of dissolving against your tongue almost.
The rich, it's still got that very rich environment, rich flavours.
Yes.
I can right now, after my initial taste there, I can still sense like the black peppers and stuff like that. It's still got that nice caramel jacket on. I'll put it. It's got the jacket. It's got everything else going on. It's a nice little jacket, but it's not so thick. It's not so intense.
Spices, maybe. Maybe a kind of an appley almost going on. Yeah.
I've just done the tongue thing, and I've got a very profound warmth and soft, almost like something like candy floss, fluffy. I wouldn't say candy floss in flavour. It's more fluffy and rich intensity. I found it was almost more when it was neat. It was very almost like a bully, where it's like, this is the big change. Oh my gosh!
Yes.
1,001 things. There's fireworks going off. Whereas now it's more of a, hey.
It's an enthusiastic friend.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is really wonderful. Come into the thing. It's like there's all the stuff going off. And, but it's just taking the slight edge, but it's lost none of its enthusiasm.
Yes, it's enthusiastic, but it's not quite dressed in the bomber jacket that it was in before.
It's not there to like, wow, what radical change. It's like, it's almost like, oh, we're oozing up rather than a volcano before. This is more of an ooze. And it's like, yum, 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 yum,
yes,
yum,
you'll be
yum.
consumed in its warmth, and you'll
like,
feel comfortable in it. You won't feel like you're on a roller coaster ride to oblivion where you're not quite sure where the destination.
Like, what just happened there? But this one was like,
it's taking you by the hand. It's taking you this wonderful place. Yeah,
it encourages you to add more and more stuff. I don't know how it does it. It's just, I mean, I've tried to do this little trick with some other whiskies. Doesn't work. Doesn't work for others.
The aftertaste of this whiskey is how a good rum should taste, and it's a strange thing to say, but it's that sugary caramel.
I didn't want to make the reference one because I'm not a very big rum drinker. There are certain rums I do like, but
I love my rums, but this has a flavour that I wish some rums had. If that makes any sense. It's very warm,
traverses different.
Yes.
I know some people say, "Oh no, can't stand whiskey. Whiskey's not for me." I would wager that this will probably be one of the few that
would
probably works.
sway you, yes.
Particularly the fact that it's got a very strong sherry influence. So
Yes.
if you like that kind of sherry warm flavour, that sweetness that
Yes.
comes with sherry,
Then this will definitely, well,
down the street.
you know, tick the boxes, and it's well worth investigating. Yeah. And our score, sir.
Well, out of 50, I've got to score it very, very highly. I'll give this cask.
Points deducted for batch 55.
Well, you know, this personal opinion, it's a little harsher than I was expecting.
Okay.
This it's a little harsher than the batch 44, 43 that I had before. But I'm gonna give it a
A 45.
45.
A 45? A
Yeah,
45?
I'll agree. 45.
Okay. 50 out of 50 is the Holy Grail, and we'll have to find out next time. If the
Impressive
next
if
thing
you can, distillers.
gets it. Yeah.
Indeed. Signing off. I'm Chris.
I'm Adrian. This has been
Whisky Review. We are Booze Reviews.
We Are Booze Reviews, and at you on the flip side.
This isn't.
Are
This
we
is harder than you think.
Are we done now? We're gonna get better.
It's harder
at
you
this.
think.
We're gonna get better at this. I hope. Promise.
Smaller.
Fingers crossed.
Smaller
measures.
God
Smaller
almighty,
measures.
what was
yeah. Right, okay, we're done. We're
This is sipping whiskey.
yeah, sipping whiskey, not shooting whiskey.
Yeah.
Or
this-
fighting
Don't
whiskey.
chug this. No, this is sipping whiskey.
Yeah.